What's happening, everybody? Christian Pedersen here with the Division 5 football playoff preview presented by Palomar Insurance. Let's talk about all the games. Let's first, though, get to a shout-out for Sweetwater, Canyon Hills, Monte Vista, and Morse. Congratulations on a great season. Played yourselves out of any preview commentary this week. Go enjoy the bye. Go watch some other football. Go watch some of these games. I'm sure they will be scouting them out. Let's talk about it. First round of action for every division is obviously exciting because it's football and it's the playoffs and yada, yada, yada. But in divisions like 4, 5, and 5AA specifically, I think you got nothing but great stories because for most of these programs, it's been a minute since they've had a deep playoff run or a playoff run where they've been like the favored favorites. So this is fun to talk about a lot of these schools in this context. Escondido and Hoover, that very first game there. Hoover, Noah Contreras leads the section in sacks. Expect for that to be part of the formula for Hoover. They've had all of these teams in this first round. We've seen the highs. We know that they have a permutation where it specifically can be really good. They just need to tap into that and bring that heat in the playoffs. Escondido, on the other hand, they lose some pieces to transfers and graduation, and the intern doesn't accept that. The intern appreciates everyone that's still there, making it happen for Escondido. They are the home team in this one, so it's kind of a coin-tossy game, but I also kind of like them in this one. Next one down, we got Chula Vista and Mar Vista, a little South Bay battle there. Mar Vista, Luke Everett explodes onto the scene as a sophomore this year, and they have some pieces that it feels like are coming into fruition a little bit ahead of schedule. So are they playing with house money? No, yes, I don't know. This I think there's an upward trend for Mar Vista this season. I would be curious what that 12 next to their name would look like if they had not had a forfeit forced on them this season. All just interesting questions. Chula Vista on the other side with a first-year head coach. You love to see that program does not have a falling off. The 5 seed, they've got the home game. They've got a reasonable path to get through it. But this one being in the South Bay, I think you kind of throw out the records, throw out the win-losses, just play some football. Something just about Mar Vista, like if they can tap into those sophomores really getting some playoff experience, it could be a good couple of years for the Warrior or for Mar Vista. Apologies, I'm looking at Warriors, thinking Fallbrook. That's the next game we're talking about. Fallbrook and Valhalla. Apologies for that. Let's talk about Fallbrook and Valhalla, like we're saying with the Warriors. Fallbrook has, I know that there's not necessarily like consistency from year to year because of graduation and all of this being very in the moment, but Fallbrook over the last 4 years has been deep in the playoffs every single year, and I gotta assume at some point that permeates and translates just into one group will figure it out how to make this playoff run thing turn into a championship. So is this the year specifically for Fallbrook? I don't have any crystal ball to say, but that program has been there and is waiting to actually finally just stop being the bridesmaid, being the bride. Valhalla on the other side is a tough out. They could very easily be one of those teams in this D5 playoff like we saw with Monte Vista last year where they have the formula. They just had to get to the right division to make it all happen. So watch for them. Finally, let's talk about Bonita Vista and Santana. Santana starts out really strong, takes a couple of losses, and then ends up putting it back together kind of at the end of the season. They have the home game here, so I guess I give them the slight advantage. Bonita Vista on the other side, they've got a couple of pieces, and as I say, if they play their best game, there's no counting any of these teams out. But Santana, they should be this one. It's always easy to say, should be chalk, should be all the higher seeds, but man, at the same time, it could be all chaos or some sort of great mix in between. That's why I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. See you at a game. Talk to you next week.